I remember that, of course, I was drawing or painting as a child. My father is a doctor, but he also teaches at the university. He's a pathologist, so it always asked me to draw the cells and the membranes and all those things in a childish way. So through my drawings, his students started to understand pathology and medicine. For me, that was incredible that like you can take an artistic thing and make it into a vehicle to communicate ideas, to communicate an idea, communicate a science, communicate knowledge, communicate whatever, so this is how now that I look at what I do right now, is that for me I'm almost never interested in something that looks pretty or, oh, this is beautiful painting. It's usually something that is to transmit an idea or communicate a message or communicate something. The medium depends on what the project is or what the concept is, like before I used to do a lot of illustrations, then I started to do mixed media thing, and then I started to work on ceramics, and I fell in love with them, and then I felt this is another vehicle for me to explain things, and then I wasn't so attached to the medium as attached to what the concept is or what I could say through it and all of those things. There's some things that are really heartbreaking sometimes, and some things that are fun. Like for example, the project that I just launched today, the Gonat or Agani Banat, which is basically the songs of women or girls. The things I'm passionate about are things that touch me personally as a human being, and they always have to do with race, they have to do with discrimination, they have to do with a lot of the time, most of the time, if not all of the time, it has to do with Sudan, because Sudan is a mix of really beautiful things, and at the same time really questionable, ugly things as well. Society and culture is so complicated that I feel like once I start to untangle like everything, and I start to address every aspect of it, then I can almost feel like I already covered everything. I covered racism, I covered feminism, sexism, love, hatred, everything. Of course, I did face a lot of obstacles. The main obstacles was myself, is to let myself not be hypersensitive or not be shy to share my point of view, because as a woman living in a conservative society, also raised by a traditional family, and that we have certain values, and a woman's place a certain place and all those things, to not be intimidated by what I was raised to think, to unlearn all the things that I've been taught, like for example, last year when I shared my struggles with mental illness, because I think as an African woman, especially as a Sudanese woman, we're very proud people, so to feel, and mental illness has a lot of shame attached to it, and not only mental illness, a lot of things, like we have a lot of things, even dark skin, kinky hair, all those things have some level of shame attached to it, and we're not always comfortable with that. So yeah, I think the main obstacle is primarily yourself, and once you get yourself to be on your team, then things start to get a little easier for you.